how do I convince my wife, my mom, my parents, my sister, whoever, a loved one, I want to ride a motorcycle? And they are coming at you with a fear-based answer or the fear-based statement. It's like you're going to die or it's too dangerous and these all these other things. And the reason why I have this word up here is because they're ignorant. Simple as that. They're ignorant of what motorcycle really is because they only have a small amount of knowledge when it comes to what they've heard. It's your job to help them out with the knowledge, education, some information, and some awareness about the specific subject, which is motorcycle riding. So, my answer to you is how do you convince somebody? You're never going to convince them, by the way, but how can you inform them about the things that you want to do based on the fear that they have for you? Because as a loved one, that's perfectly fine to have that fear for somebody that's possibly about to get hurt or killed or things that they've heard. So, what you should do, this is what I recommend, not should. I don't like the word should. Here's what I recommend is that you're going to tell them, hey, I understand motorcycle riding is dangerous. I understand motorcycle riding could cause me to die. I understand the risks involved when it comes to motorcycle riding. It is still something I really want to do. It is something I want to try out. I don't know if it's going to be a lifelong thing. I don't know if it's just going to be my thing that I have ADHD fixation on right now. I don't know what it is. But the thing I'm going to do, because I understand it's hazardous, it's risky, there's some things involved with that, is I'm going to get motorcycle training. I'm going to make sure I have the skill set in order to mitigate some of these hazardous situations that I might be getting into. I understand that there's going to be skills in order to manipulate the bike so that I can ride. I understand that I need to have training. I also understand that there's a set of gear that I want to get or I need to get so that hopefully if I do crash, it's not hopefully I crash, but if I do crash, hopefully I can mitigate some of the injuries that I possibly have when it comes to that. So I'm going to invest in my safety through training and gear. And you can do that through the MSF. You can do that through actual training courses that are out there like that. So you don't even have to buy a motorcycle right away. The MSF is great, especially the basic rider course, because they do provide you a motorcycle. They do provide you some gear. It's in a parking lot. You can get your endorsement that way or your license that way, but you're going to get a lot of good training. But if you're an adult or if you already have a motorcycle, you have access to a motorcycle, you can actually get training and practice yourself and slowly but surely progress to where there's a little bit more risk, like going to the highway, in the mountains, in city traffic. What you can do is actually get the Smart Rider motorcycle training system and practice in the neighborhood. This is mostly in the neighborhood. The first 7 lessons are in the neighborhood. Well, the 7th lesson is going from the neighborhood to the parking lot, but we practice parking lot drills and the motorcycle operator skills test here in a parking lot. But you're learning so much, the plan method and everything that I teach here on motorcycle training concepts and on Dan the Fireman. You're going to learn the plan method here, plus the minimum gear, and you're going to have a bunch of other stuff knowing what kind of gear to get. You're also going to learn how to rescue somebody after a crash, including yourself, okay? Remain calm, ensure your own safety, stop major bleeds. These are things that a lot of people fear, like your loved ones, like, hey, once if you crash, what are you going to do? This is what's going to help you out with that. Also, you want to have more practice even after the MSF, or if you want to have more practice after getting your license, there's 24 motorcycle training drills inside here where you only need 10 cones and you can do 24 drills. And you get a little rescue card, free shipping if you want to get the printed version, and you get a companion app. But the whole point of what I'm trying to get at is that a lot of people are scared that you're going to get hurt. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to inform them because they are ignorant of what it actually takes to be a good motorcycle rider. I don't want you to be ignorant of what it means to be a good motorcycle rider. So I want you to get the training. I want you to know what you're doing. I want you to take it nice and easy. It's a longer process than you think it is because you want to do it safely. You want to have the training. You want to have the gear. And that's going to help out when it comes to a loved one. So if I was a father and I was concerned about my daughter or I was concerned about my son wanting to ride a motorcycle, my biggest thing here is I want them to be able to do what they want to do, but I want to safeguard them. I want to give them an opportunity to do something that is risky so they can grow, but I also don't want them to do something so risky it's going to kill them. That's really what they're coming from. That's their position they're coming from. So if you know that, you know how to influence, you know how to inform, you know how to bring awareness, you know how to show them that you're doing it the safest way possible, and you're going to do all the training. And you're going to be a better rider for it. So that's what I would do when it comes to convincing a loved one that you want to ride a motorcycle.